Nice to have you here for the interview.
Thank you.
Welcome in Munich. You have been here for a couple of days.
Yes.
So, my opening question. You're a biologist. How did you end up
That's the opening question.
That is the opening question. How did you end up in theater and performance or at a performance festival?
Well, I studied biology and I worked in an engineering company. And in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, there is a lot of performing groups that you can volunteer with. So I used to do that after my day job. And I was involved in stage management and then eventually became a producer. And then I realized that I was thinking a lot about the art projects. So I made the switch from science to arts. Yeah.
So what do you bring as a biologist?
Oh my God.
Or with your background, what do you bring into like your productions and projects?
I like to think like a particular way of thinking, I guess, as a producer, like logic and maybe some scientific approach to doing things. And actually just to understand, like actually in biology it's all about having the ecosystems, and in an ecosystem there are niches. There are places for everything. So I think that's very similar for art. There's always an audience for something, there's always a place for art. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are the projects you're involved with here at the SPIELART Festival?
I'm a producer with a company, 5 Art Center, and we brought a show which premiered in SPIELART. It's called Brezn 2020, The Complete Futures of Malaysia. It's directed by Mark Tay. We have 5 performers, and we premiered last Saturday.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was really nice, and I think the reception from the audience was really warm. We were really nicely surprised to get like curtain call like 3 times. Like people kept clapping, and we were wondering, oh, the Germans are really nice.
We sometimes are.
So we're not sure if you really like it or you were just polite, but we're very happy. Yeah.
You're also going to participate in a panel about politics and identity.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that's really interesting for us because in Malaysia we have very strong ethnic groups that coexist together. So we have the Malay group, the Chinese group, and the Indian group. So the idea of a national identity, and we gained independence in 1957. So actually, as a country, we're about 60 years.
Super young.
Quite young, yeah. So what does it mean to be a Malaysian? What does it mean to be a Chinese person living in Malaysia? And also having this colonial past, and also having a past before the British came. So what does that all mean? So I think that's really going to be quite interesting for us. Yeah. To also discuss with other panelists from India and Singapore. And also
South Africa?
Yeah, and a German actually.
Yeah, German as well. Yeah, it's going to be a very mixed, diverse group.
Yeah, and the idea of, I think, what is your culture, or what is my culture, what is appropriation, what is assimilation, what is domination, what is colonization. I think that those are things that are very contemporary, actually. Yeah, so I think it'll be fascinating.
Absolutely, also in the context of globalization.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for the interview.
No, my pleasure.
That's already?
All right.
Okay, thank you.